Good morning and welcome to Perspectives, the show where we explore different sides of big questions. Today we are discussing a topic that affects us all in our professional and personal lives. Is it better to be a leader or a follower? It's a simple question, but the answer is complex. Both roles are essential for society to function, but which one offers more satisfaction and success? To help us explore this, I have two wonderful guests with me today. First, we have Mark. Mark is a successful entrepreneur who has built his company from the ground up. He firmly believes in the power of leadership. Welcome, Mark. And on the other side of the debate, we have Emily. Emily is a senior designer in a large creative agency and a strong advocate for the value of being a dedicated team member or follower. Welcome to the show, Emily. We are going to hear their opening thoughts, have a discussion, and then get their final conclusions. Let's start with Mark. Mark, please tell us, why is it better to be a leader?
Thank you, Sarah. It's great to be here. For me, the answer is clear. Being a leader is about having a vision and making that vision a reality. A leader is someone who doesn't just accept the world as it is, but imagines how it could be better. They are the architects of change. Think about any significant progress in history, whether it's a new technology, a successful company, or a social movement. It always started with a leader who had a clear idea and the courage to pursue it. Without someone to take the first step, to inspire and guide others, we would all remain in the same place. We need leaders to push us forward, but it's not just about changing the world, it's also about changing yourself. Leadership is a powerful engine for personal growth. When you are a leader, you are constantly challenged. You have to learn how to communicate effectively, how to make difficult decisions under pressure, and how to take responsibility for both successes and failures. These skills are not easy to learn, but they make you a stronger, more capable person in every area of your life. Finally, there is a unique sense of fulfillment that comes from leading. You have more control over your own path and your work. Seeing an idea that started in your mind grow into something real that helps or inspires others is an incredible feeling. It's a deep satisfaction that, in my opinion, you can't find anywhere else. That is why I believe being a leader is not just a role, but a more rewarding way to live and work.
Thank you, Mark, for that strong start. You've given us a lot to think about regarding vision and personal growth. Now, let's turn to Emily. Emily, you have a different perspective. Please tell us about the value of being a follower.
Thank you, Sarah. I'm happy to be here to offer another view. I think we need to start by changing our definition of a follower. The word sometimes sounds negative, as if it means someone who is passive or can't think for themselves. But that's not true at all. A good follower is an active, engaged, and essential member of a team. They are the people who have the skills and dedication to turn a leader's vision into reality. Mark mentioned that leaders create change, and that's true. But a leader cannot succeed alone. Every great leader in history needed a team of talented and committed followers to execute the plan. A general needs soldiers, a director needs a film crew, and a CEO needs engineers, marketers, and accountants. The followers are the ones doing the essential work that makes everything possible. Another important point is that being a follower allows you to focus and achieve mastery in your field. Leaders have to divide their attention between many things: managing people, budgets, strategy, and more. As a designer, I can focus all my time on creating beautiful and effective designs. I don't have to worry about managing the entire company's finances. This focus allows you to become a true expert, which is incredibly rewarding in itself. Finally, let's talk about collaboration and well-being. Followers often experience less stress than leaders. They share the responsibility and the success with their team. This creates a strong sense of community and support. Being part of a great team, where everyone contributes their skills to a common goal, is a wonderful experience. It's about we, not just me. And that collaborative spirit is, for many people, a happier and more sustainable way to work.
Thank you, Emily. You've made a powerful case for the role of the follower as an active and skilled expert. Now let's get into the discussion. I'd like to start with a question for you, Emily. Mark argued that leaders are the ones who truly drive change. As a follower, do you ever feel that you have less opportunity to make a real, significant impact?
That's a great question, but I have to disagree with the idea that followers have less impact. I think our impact is just different, but equally important. A leader might have the initial idea, but an idea is worthless without execution. We, the followers, are the ones who execute. We find solutions to the small, practical problems that come up every day. For instance, a leader might say, "Let's build a new app," but it's the team of programmers, designers, and testers who actually build it. They are the ones who make thousands of small decisions that determine if the app is successful or not. So, we are making a difference with every line of code we write, or every design element we create. Change is a team effort, from start to finish.
That's a very clear explanation. Mark, what do you think about that? Emily emphasizes that a leader needs a team to make anything happen. How important are good followers to a leader? And can a leader truly achieve anything without them?
Oh, they're absolutely essential. I agree with Emily 100% on that. A leader with no followers is just a person taking a walk. You can have the best idea in the world, but if you can't convince others to help you, it will remain just an idea. A good team of followers is the most valuable asset any leader can have. However, the team needs a direction. They need a clear goal and a plan to get there. That is the primary role of the leader. The leader provides the why and the where, and the team helps with the how. So, while the followers are crucial for the journey, the leader is the one who draws the map and starts the engine. Both are necessary, but the leader's role is to initiate.
It seems you both agree on the symbiotic relationship between leaders and followers. Let's move to another point. Stress versus recognition. Mark, being a leader comes with a lot of pressure and responsibility. The final decisions are yours, and so are the biggest failures. How do you handle that stress? And is the recognition you receive worth it?
The stress is real, I won't deny that. There are sleepless nights when you are worried about making payroll, or if you made the right strategic choice. The weight of responsibility is heavy, but for me that pressure is also a motivator. It forces you to be at your best. And yes, the recognition is part of the reward, but it's not just about public praise. The most important recognition is internal. It's seeing your team succeed, seeing your customers happy, and knowing that you built something that matters. That feeling of accomplishment outweighs the stress.
Emily, on the other side, followers do the essential work, but often the leader gets most of the credit and public recognition. Does that ever feel unfair? How do you find satisfaction when your work might not be in the spotlight?
It can be frustrating at times, especially when you know how much work the team has put into a project. But I think good followers find satisfaction in different ways. My satisfaction comes from the work itself. I love the challenge of my job and the feeling of doing it well. I find joy in mastering my craft. I also get a lot of satisfaction from my team. When we celebrate a success together, we all know who contributed. We don't need a newspaper headline to feel proud of what we accomplished as a group. A good leader also makes sure to give credit to their team internally. That recognition from your leader and your peers is often more meaningful than public fame.
That's a wonderful point about internal recognition. Now, I have a final question for you both in this section. Is it possible to be a leader in one situation and a follower in another? Or are these fixed roles?
Absolutely. I think the most effective people are good at being both. In my company, I am the CEO, so I am the leader. But when I attend an industry conference, I am a follower, learning from experts in other fields. Even within my company, I might lead the overall strategy, but if we are discussing a technical issue, I follow the advice of my lead engineer. She is the expert, so she leads in that situation. It's about knowing when to step up and when to step back and support others. It's not a permanent title.
I completely agree with Mark. I think, quote, leader and follower are roles, not identities. In my team, I follow the direction of my project manager. But if we hire a new junior designer, I take on a leadership role to mentor and train them. On a weekend, I might be the captain of my local sports team, which is a leadership position. Life is full of different contexts. Being flexible and knowing which role to play is a key skill for success and for being a good colleague and person.
Excellent. It seems we've found a lot of common ground. This has been a fantastic discussion. Now, I'd like to ask you both to give us your closing statements. Let's start with you, Mark.
Thank you, Sarah. To summarize my position, I believe that while both roles are valuable, the role of the leader is uniquely powerful. It is the role that actively seeks to create a better future. Leadership is about taking risks for a worthy cause. It's about inspiring people to believe in something bigger than themselves. It is the engine of innovation and progress. On a personal level, it pushes you to grow in ways you never thought possible. The challenges of leadership build character, resilience, and a deep understanding of yourself and others. The satisfaction of seeing your vision come to life, of creating jobs, or of making a positive change in your community is profound. It's a difficult path, but it is filled with meaning. So I would encourage everyone listening to not be afraid of leadership. When you see a problem you can solve, or an opportunity to make things better, take the chance. Step up and lead. It is the most effective way to make a real and lasting impact on the world.
Thank you, Mark. A very inspiring closing statement. And now, Emily, your final thoughts on why being a follower is a valuable and fulfilling choice.
Thank you. My main message today is that we should see followership as a position of strength, not weakness. Success is almost always a shared journey, and being a good follower is about being an excellent collaborator. Being a follower allows you to dedicate yourself to a craft, to become a true expert in what you do. This pursuit of mastery is a deep and lasting source of satisfaction and pride. It is the followers who bring ideas to life. They are the builders, the makers, and the problem solvers who ensure that a vision becomes more than just a dream. Their contribution is the foundation of every great achievement. And let's not forget that followership often promotes a more balanced and collaborative life. Being part of a supportive team, sharing in the victories, and working together toward a common goal can bring immense joy. There is great honor and strength in being a skilled, reliable, and dedicated follower. A great team with committed followers can achieve more than any single leader ever could alone. So let's celebrate the power of the team.
Thank you, Emily, for that wonderful summary. And thank you both, Mark and Emily, for such a thoughtful and respectful debate. You have shown us that both leading and following are essential and valuable roles. The quote, better choice really depends on the individual, their skills, and the specific situation. Perhaps the most important skill is knowing when to lead and when to follow. To our audience, thank you for listening. We hope this conversation has encouraged you to think about your own strengths and which role is right for you. Good morning.